Now we're very close to coming into the amphibious ship, and it's Memorial Day. A lot of people are just looking around here, and it's going to be great just to be inside. Look at that ship. It's fantastic. And it's here up until just a few more days, and then it just departs. But it's a great chance to see a beautiful ship. And there in the distance is the Intrepid Air and Space Museum. And today, because it's a little rainy, there's not a lot of crowds, so it makes it very easy to take a look at the ship. Otherwise, it would have been impossible. Here we are on board the USS Kearsarge, and it's a beautiful Monday in New York, even though it's a little drizzly, but that works out because there's not as many people here. You can see everyone here enjoying the hospitality of the U.S. Navy and the Marines, you know, just to see all the things that the soldiers usually do. And it's really great of the military and the Navy and the Marines to allow this. You can see some of the beautiful equipment that's here and all the people that are here. Now this ship is for thousands of people. So when you have thousands of tourists here, it's actually no problem. And people really, really enjoy it. Just to see everything, just to be around, and it's really great just to be here. So if you're still in town, take a look at the ship on Monday and on Tuesday. Think just allowing people to see it on Monday to walk inside, but it's just great. And there's the mayor, Mayor de Blasio, kind of being very gracious and seeing everything. It's just such a great day for everyone. And here he's such a great, I'm a big fan of Mayor de Blasio. There you can see him. He's talking. Probably the commander he's talking with, or the ex-commanding officer. It's just really, really cool. We are halfway down the ramp, and you can see what the area looks like for people to be in for offloading of the various military vehicles. And so we're going to turn around, take a look at where we came from, and you can see the ramp, and this is for vehicles to be put down into the loading area. Amazing seeing everything here. It's very well done, and it's so nice of the military to allow this. They don't have to do it, but I think it's a way for the people to see where their tax dollars are going and how nice it is for the military and what the military is doing. Isn't it amazing seeing all these vehicles? It's just so incredible. These are some of the military vehicles, amphibious vehicles for off-ship landing. It's tremendous seeing this. You can see all the people here just being around. Incredible seeing this. Then we'll take a look back at where we came from. The mayor was just here, and it's really amazing seeing. And you can see how much space there is here, like for loading and offloading, many things. This is another part of the USS Kiersgard. You can see here, it's just a huge amount of space. And this is for all the vehicles that need to be offloaded. That back section actually goes down to allow the ships to leave the main ship and to head to the beach. As I said, this is a landing craft. And we'll just go down, take a look a little bit more at this other vehicle that we were just on. And it's really amazing seeing all this. And as we turn around, we can see the main landing craft. You can see here the fans, the hovercraft that's going to propel the ship forward. Ship in a ship. So isn't it amazing seeing this? It's like just so incredible. This whole ship is just amazing. Just imagine all this space that's here. It's just phenomenal seeing this. So when you have a chance, when these ships are docked in other cities in the U.S., take a look at them. It's a great experience. Now, we'll take a little closer look at this landing craft. Huge. It doesn't even seem like it's a separate vehicle on the ship because it's so huge. And it's really amazing, all the vehicles that are on here and how it's put together. It's really an incredible landing craft. You can see here the different vehicles that are on it. Just great to see this. And come on the ship, because if they did, it would be way too crowded. And as you probably saw earlier, the mayor was here on this ship taking a tour. He's probably on the top of the ship right now just to see what's going on, because he's the mayor, and it makes sense. But it's just amazing seeing everything here, and really such a great opportunity to appreciate the Navy, the Marines, the military, and thanks to them for allowing everyone to be here today. Here's a tracked amphibious vehicle on the USS Kiersgard, and here people are just enjoying just being around these vehicles. You can see how nice it is. A huge amount of space that's here, and the whole area where there's even more space. This is another view of the hull area where all the equipment is being stored. This is just on the ramp as we're going up to the flight deck, but really a great view of everything from here. And as I said, USS Kiersgard. You can see everyone here, all the tourists and New Yorkers who want to see ships. So all the ship aficionados really just love today. What a great day it is just to see everything. A great opportunity to be in one of the major capital ships of the U.S. and being able to enjoy what, and to basically understand what the U.S. military goes through when they're on these ships. Here we have a chance to see the flight deck on the USS Kiersgard. You know, when you're outside, it looks huge. Then when you're actually on the deck, you realize when you're a pilot, it's really not that much space to fly on. And here we are on the west side of Manhattan. The rain has just subsided a little bit. You have a chance to see all the beautiful all the beautiful aircraft that are here on display for us, the citizens. Here are the Navy divers. They were actually in Times Square on Saturday. They did a great job, and really great playing tic-tac-toe with all the tourists in Times Square. And this is a lot of the same equipment that was in Times Square. And you can see all the great things that they're doing here. Actually, in Times Square, they had a tank with a water tank. So the divers were actually in the tank, diving and entertaining the crowds. It was a great job they did. You can see here, underwater construction team 1. It's exactly what they had in Times Square also. Another view of the helicopter from here. And this is actually looking west toward New Jersey. You can see New Jersey in the distance. And great seeing the conning tower in the distance and another perspective of the helicopter. Here's another view of the Osprey. You can see here, this is on the far side of the flight deck, towards the very end, but right next door to the USS Intrepid. It's so close. It's just amazing seeing this. Then you can see the development going on in Manhattan there. You know, that's just amazing too. And this is around 48th Street and 12th Avenue. And you can see all the development that's here. You can see Times Square in the distance, right there, Times Square, you know, and that building right there is at 42nd and 6th Avenue, the one with the spire on it. But it's just it's an amazing thing seeing this. And it's, as I said many times, thanks to the Navy, thanks to the Marines for coming out and allowing people to see the ships. It's really a great thing to be able to see what's going on and to be part of it and to see what's happening, to be able to support the military on this Memorial Day. Because a lot of times people forget that Memorial Day is really a celebration for the fallen people who are in the military for the various conflicts that the U.S. government was involved with over the last 200 years. And it's a way of saying thank you to the young soldiers, sailors, Marines who had fallen and given up their lives for the sake of freedom. Now, this is looking east, you know, from where I'm standing, looking towards the buildings. That's east because we're on the Hudson. And this is the conning tower here. So you see, we're going to be closer to some of the other helicopters. Now, these are not your state-of-the-art helicopters, because you probably wouldn't want to put state-of-the-art helicopters on the flight deck, you know, with all these tourists around here. Because who knows what tourists might actually push some buttons or do some other things. But it's so impressive seeing this. Like, it's really, really incredible. It's just great seeing all these choppers in person. It's really great, and you could see what happens when these choppers are actually being used. Now, a lot of times when you're near military bases, you'll see these helicopters in action, and boy, they are impressive to see. It's almost like something is holding them up on a string, because they're so steady and so sturdy when they're actually flying. And here you see all the people being attracted to this helicopter. This is one of your state-of-the-art helicopters that's being used in general. And you can see a helicopter like this always flying around many of the different bases. It's really incredible seeing it in person, of course. And they're letting people actually go in to see it. This is another view of the helicopter, looking at it from another perspective. It's nice getting different perspectives. What a powerful helicopter this is. It's like 7 blades. Wow, that's like incredible. Most helicopters only have 4 blades. So you can tell that it's designed for a lot of lift. Now, some of the other helicopters in other countries have 2 sets of blades. Now, that is to compensate for this type of helicopter. And then also some of the other designs have 1 set of blades going one direction and another set of blades going another direction to avoid having a rear propeller. Now, that rear propeller is there because due to aerodynamics, when you have a helicopter with spinning blades, the body of the helicopter spins in the opposite direction. So you need an offsetting force to prevent the helicopter from spinning out of control. Some other countries, by designing helicopters with 2 sets of blades, one on top, one on below, spinning in the opposite directions, avoid having that propeller at the back of the helicopter. Just a quirk of design, quirk of how countries want to establish the design. Now, we're going to be walking the gangplank. Well, not quite the gangplank you might think, but we're going to actually be leaving. So it's not quite as bad as it might appear. But you can see all the other people leaving here and coming in. It's a great day to see a great ship like the USS Kiersgard. There we go, the salute by the sailors in uniform, saying goodbye to their ship while they're going to explore New York. Here you go, all the people say goodbye, USS ship, you know, as we leave. Fond farewell. It's great to see the ship. A lot of people really enjoyed it. Just take a look here. Adios, ship. Farewell. Goodbye. Goodbye. A lot of people are going to be seeing this. Look at all those people there, ready to come in. Making sure that it's okay. It's so impressive having seen this. And again, thank you, U.S. Navy. Thank you, U.S. Marines, for allowing this opportunity to be here and visit the ship.